Oh, that was a fat yawn. The cat, the kitty, has been sleeping. Derpina has been sleeping on me for like the past 2 hours. On my goddamn chest, neck, legs, tummy. Yeah. Ooh, that guitar solo though. Dude, if I was a chick, I'd take my top off right now and flash them. Welcome back to some more Dunkin' Donuts 2. Hasta la vista, baby. No, goodbye, despair. Hasta la vista, despair. There you go. We have Resident Evil 5 Afterlife playing. Alright, it's a movie from 2010. I need to get better qualities of this movie. The better qualities of these films. I have this in 720p, like some douchebag. Like from the 1980s. This is the worst quality ever. But it's my personal collection, if you know what I mean. But yeah, poor Nagito. Okay, so after I finished recording, so what we played yesterday, right? I finished. By the way, we're around 59 hours right now on the dot on Steam on this game. I finished playing this game. I pop on some headphones. I don't know what I was gonna do. I was gonna eat, go for a while. I don't know what I was doing. All that stuff doesn't matter. I pop in some headphones, put on some anime OSTs as I usually do. Not always after a game, but usually I listen to music and I was feeling so emotionally heavy from this game, seeing Nagito die the way that he died. As soon as that anime OST, it was that song. What's that song from Future Diary? Mirai Nikki. That song. What is that song? That piano song, man. And dude, eyes got watery than a hoe. Eyes got watery than a hoe. You'd think I just watched like The Notebook or something. Like for me, watery eyes is more than enough. That's like for me sobbing is basically watery eyes. That's sobbing. If I actually sobbed, the world is ending, or the world has ended, and like there's no shorties left, and it's just me and no more booty to chase, and that's me actually like throbbing and crying. My eyes would be throbbing, I'd be crying. Anyways, yeah, I felt it, man. I just needed the right music to push it out, and again, it's anime music, man. It's anime OSTs. Anyways, Nagito has passed away brutally. I have no idea who did it. I think it's Sonia. Probably Kuchi. Hopefully it's not Chikaki. Hopefully it's not Akane, because there are two shorties right now. You can't have this threesome that we got going on without them. The music is so loud. Okay. So let's do the investigation. Let's find out who. Actually, we're not gonna find out who killed him today. But today, at least, my goal is to kind of get the investigation near its end, and then we've also made a huge mistake. I'm very hungry. Not very hungry, but I'm somewhat hungry. I had my next meal comes up in like 30 minutes or so, but if I'm starting to feel like hungry, then that means you don't. If you are starving, that means it's already too late. You should be eating when you're not starving. When you're not hungry, you eat a little bit before that, so your body never has to. You don't let your gas tank go all the way down to empty and then fill it up. No. You see it's at a quarter, then you start filling that hoe up, or maybe in halfway and you start filling that thing up. I don't know what your routine is, but I'm just saying. Anyway, so mistakes are being made, but it is what it is. And I was napping with the kitten. I was kind of napping. I was like getting a little napping, a little awake, but because of that, there might be a couple of yawns coming in on the road as well. So bear right, let's do this. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Monokuma file number 5. Nagito is dead. His height was 5'9", weight 143, his chest was 33, his bulge was 34. His blood type was O, the most rarest Pokemon ever, and his birthday was April 28th. The victim is Nagito Komeda. I don't know. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. I legit thought he would have gotten burnt to death, but nah. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Alright, so the time of death doesn't matter. That's why they're letting us know that. Okay, cool. Abed, community. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Dude, that is just... He didn't deserve it. He probably liked it, but still didn't deserve it, man. Still didn't deserve it. But I do remember that he said the only way to get him to spill any information is to torture him. So I kind of understand that. Maybe somebody wanted to know the location of the bombs, or they wanted to know that they were fake, or they wanted to know that password for the Future Foundation administrative building. It could have been either of those things. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file?
Again? But what's wrong with it? This music doesn't fit. We're investigating a goddamn murder of our homie, even though I hated him, but I didn't hate him like that. I didn't want him to die. We're investigating that, and it goddamn sounds like I'm shaking my ass at a club. A white club, though. This ain't... You wouldn't hear this stuff at a club for the homies, though. I can tell you that much right now. Ain't no stripper stripping to this. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. I wonder what kind of music they play at Japanese strip clubs. I'm very curious what kind of music they play down there. You think they play American trap? I doubt it, dog. I've listened to Japanese rap though. I think I've listened to Japanese trap. I don't know if it's trap or not because I don't know if they understand what trap is. But it's not bad. It definitely ain't American on the level of American rap, but it's not bad. Like it ain't bad. If I was a shorty, you could see me wearing a thong and twerking to it a little bit, maybe a little left cheek, right cheek movement. Not a lot, but I'd be catching some yen with my mouth. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. This is not the right music though for an investigation. ...
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for.
Don't worry or form conclusions on your own, alright? That makes me more worried than I should be.
We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. If we don't investigate, there won't be anything to investigate or for anything for us to discuss about the investigation.
Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back shots of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. Again, this is like the wrong music they're playing, dude. Like, have some respect for the fallen anime boy. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. Well, it's time to check out his bulge. He at least has an 8-incher. He's the luckiest student. He has to have an 8-incher, dog. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. But I guarantee you a virgin. Monokuma file number 5 has been added as a truth bullet. Alright. What we usually do. Yeah, let's talk to everybody. Wait, can I move around? Oh hell yeah, kinda you hiding them things on the right, huh? On the left, actually. Also, we gotta make sure our homie don't die. Alright, there you go. Alright, actually we should do the body first. I want to do the body first because I'm really curious on what exactly happened.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after.
Now let's do the body first. I'm really curious. Alright, and I actually want to 100% make sure he's dead though. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and then bad about him is gone now. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now is not the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. Even though he was a douchebag for not giving us a hope fragment. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. You know how it is, right? There's no bag shot, so we start with the feet. I can't do the feet. Toes? There's no toes? Oh, there is feet. Never mind. We don't got a foot fetish, but I know there's a lot of closet foot fetishers out there. So for you guys, all right? And by you guys, I mean men and women. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? No. They tortured his legs. Why would the killer do something like that? At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge towards him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they wanted to just kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right?
If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing.
Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. ... If that's the case, ... what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? ? Was it ... something that would have led us to the traitor? ?
Well, even if this was a torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a grudge towards Nagito-san. Refusing to let him die easily? Wow, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that.
But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? I mean, to stab his butt cheeks? I don't know. I'm full of energy. Even though I'm about to get hungry, then a mug, I'm full of energy. Torture wounds has been added. Alright, can I examine the bulge? No? Here we got feet. Let's work from the bottom up. A spear with the flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. What's the ornament?
There's no way around it. That looks like a fatal wound.
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it?
I feel like Monokuma killed him.
A cord extends from the tip paws of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You can use a cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear of Gungneo, right?
You definitely just came up with that now.
By the way, Nya, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle on the wall.
What? Nezumi Castle? The place with the rats? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you to hell!
Get your ass out here, dog. Before you get smushed.
I see, even he doesn't know what's inside that castle.
Couldn't we carry the mice on us and like let them loose, use them as like, I don't know, grenades and just chuck them at Monokuma? Or easily in Monomi's diaper, you could just chuck like 3 rats in there.
Well, more important, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the goddamn handle? It looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it.
That's where they held it from. I don't know.
It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chikaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later.
Obtain a damn truth bullet. Spear Gungneo has been added to the true bullet section of your goddamn handbook.
We need to play Hunter Call of the Wild with our goddamn country accent of a bumpkin.
Hey, Chapter 05, daytime, level 59, kill command.
I just read whatever's on the screen. Oh, so this is together. Okay, that's together. Got the burnt rope. I've got the left hand. Let's just try to go with that.
There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere.
Hajime became British. He's channeling his inner Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, right? Holmes. I never understood that, but Holmes.
That's something strange.
Strange what?
Look at the palm of his hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced. But cheeks, doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It cuts off in the right hand, right in the middle of his palm.
So that's where Homie Nagito grabbed the thingy. He grabbed that thingy. Ooh, did he impale himself?
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered.
No, you douchebag. You just analyzed the other thing. Oh, dude, I'm watching Alice get beat the hell out of her right now in Resident Evil Afterlife. Ooh. Kick right in the uterus. That's gotta hurt. Ooh, another kick in the uterus. That's gotta hurt.
Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but
there's something else that's strange.
If I was Alice, I'd grab, what is this dude's name? Grab his dick and twist it. Just twist it right off. Yank it, bop it, twist it, yank it, touch it, kiss it. I don't know. What's that thing? Bop it.
When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand, here there's also blood, but only on the middle joint of his finger.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win.
Yeah, sure. You win. You win everything, baby girl. If you being with me, I ain't never gonna win anything. You gonna win everything. You never gonna lose. Alright, baby girl. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make this blood splatter like this? Obtained a treat bullet. Blood on the left hand. Alright, let's go with the face. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. Or he was actually enjoying it. Check the wang for how much blood's in there. So gross. That is so gross. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help? Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. That blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Nah.
Chikaki moved past Kuchi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. God damn, she don't care. It's a dead body. She doing it. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing? There's something hidden in his mouth? Like that the episode from Psych, where that army dude who suicided had a dog tag in his mouth.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating his mouth.
Yeah. Putting the tape back isn't the issue. You ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed.
The blood on Nagito's face, it looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case...
It's no use. She's not listening.
Nah, how about the blood splattered on his face? There's no blood under the duct tape.
Well, what's wrong with that?
This duct tape has crinkles and wrinkles like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. Oh dude, she's a genius, but what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already. What's always gonna suck is that when we do these trials, Chikaki and Nagito are a big help to us. So this is gonna be a tough one. Because now we only have Chikaki and me. Or Chikaki and I. My bad, I kind of went through that fast. What'd she say?
I don't really get...
Oh, she said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Duct tape has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. Did that just say feet on there? Or did that say knife? I read that as feet. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so goddamn cruel?
This knife, it must be from the military base.
Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. How would you know, Hajime? His nuts haven't even dropped and you know that's a military knife? Survival knife?
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife.
Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife right through his right hand?
And then they finished him off with a spear.
Why'd you pause, Sonya? That's messed up.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with that knife. Why do they need to use a spear at all? Because it's more cool, dog. It's badass.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
Also, I'm all cried out. Dog. Ain't no tears in the left, alright? Watery eyes is more than enough for me. The reason they had to use a spear. He likes penetration? I don't know. Survival knife has been added to the treat bullet section of your notebook. I legit read this as feet. Burnt rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with the rope, but it looks like the tip of the rope is burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, I didn't even see it burnt off. Oh, the edge is burnt off. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? I have no idea, man. I legit have no idea. But I will say that his jacket on the right looks like a penis coming out of him. Or the Empire State Building. His little jacket thingy on the very right. Between his legs. Does not look like a genital. Burn rope has been added. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. That's it? Do we even examine, like... I don't know, should we go through his pockets or something? Maybe he left us a note. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even if I'm surprised at myself. Funny thing is, we're numb to it by now. We're desensitized. Does this mean I'm used to it? Hell yeah, boy. My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? Yeah, it's the 5th time's the charm. That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Not really, you're surviving. Like that knife. Alright, we're gonna go a baby girl first. Oh no, Akane, I forgot about her. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yeah, about that sprinkler. Why isn't Nagito wet?
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
You can see the gritter right next to it, right? There. Can you see it? Can you see the red streak?
Oh my god. How'd you catch that, shorty? You're right, I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling. Girder? Let me write this down. Okay. We'll look up the meaning and how to pronounce that later.
Is that blood?
Blood. Guts and war. Manly things. And what manly things? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line.
Nah, that's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Blood on the girder has been added. Airmon! One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I cannot do anything except laugh. Oh, dude, somebody humped the hell out of this Monokuma plushie. They made a Monokuma plushie into a sex doll, dude. They went at it, dog, till it bled. That is gross. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey.
No response. He's dead, Jim.
Alright, that's my favorite line from him.
Just kidding. I'm not dead.
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? And if so, why is someone dry? Why did somebody freaking smash the hell out of it, dog?
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
You're a stuffed animal, too.
Don't put oversized garbage there, it's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? And why do you do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Dude, come on, Hajime, you grown, dog. You grown. You should know what that is, dog. Somebody freaking humped the hell out of that, dog. Don't put your hand in there, I tell you that. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something? He was showing Nagito what he was gonna do with him before he actually went, and whoever did this smashed. I think, okay, that rocket punch stores everything. Might as well install strap-ons too, right? Somebody smashed the hell out of it, so it could be a boy or a girl. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body? Oh, dude, I just got cut. My cat freaking cut me in behind my ear. I was bleeding. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
I had nothing to do with that.
Huh?
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma.
Douchebags, man. Looks like those two annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Lick it, taste it, and then lick Nagito's body, taste it, and you'll know. Every single blood has a different taste to it, like fingerprints. Monokuma plushie has been added. Okay. What are these red bottles? Oh, lighter. Oh, that's the thing we threw. Never mind. That's the... What is it? Fire grenades or whatever? Extinguisher grenades or something? Wet grenades? Ah, this is... It's an oil lighter. No, that's... Homie, you never smoked a blunt in your life, dog? This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. So using that, the curtain was set on fire.
Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it? I'm guessing something was rigged to us opening the door. That's what I'm gonna say. The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. Because the fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Cheek's oil lighter has been added. Okay, what else is there? This is a weird camera angle. I don't think we've never had this before. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we spoke to dun, dun, dun. Let's finish off this and we'll talk about these last two.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, the trial should finish. I already talked to you. You already said the same exact thing.
Can you please go to the right? Thank you. I'm not freaking out about it like Kichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen?
Huh? What's gonna happen? This one school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home?
Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen? Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends. What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that? Making love to each other? I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with the countdown.
Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the flash trial.
Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. Okay, is there anything else for us to explore here besides talk? Wait, how do I do this again? Don't arigato. Those two done. Those two done. Oh, what's this? Fire grenade. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles, remnants of the plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... Yep, when we threw that stuff in there. Alright, we got a right-hander, Prisonia is a left-hander, and then Chikaki is a right-hander. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire, well, they weren't actually useful in the end. Hajime's pretty tall though, man, especially with that thing. I feel like him and Chikaki are perfect height. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Never said it was supposed to be strange, dude. And best for last. Also, wasn't there like an iPod? It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikon's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file the time of the death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time?
Oh, if it was at noon, what were we doing at that time?
What were we doing? Well, right now it's
12:30 p.m.
So it also has a clock function? Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill.
Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it.
If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs?
You're right, those fake things were originally supposed to explode at noon.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer? But this could be like when Nekomaru died, the killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup.
Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the things is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the things.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito, there should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. It was probably so he wouldn't scream and let everyone know he's here. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than the fatal one. Anyone who did it was angry at him. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside the warehouse first. Leave here, yes. Wasn't there like an iPod? Yeah, there it is. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here? It was playing that weird music, right? It looks like that weird music was playing from there, dude. Whatever I say, they use the same words. That is so amazing. You know that music that was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. It was like monk music, right? Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking that that music was playing from the MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing this music? Why was the killer playing music from this? MP3 player has been added. 1 second. That dude's doing a dunk to save the airplane. Wait for it. And he's bringing it back down. MP3 player has been added. What are all these? Oh, panels? Oh, they're used as a domino effect. There's a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the current in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? Yeah. They tipped it over and that's what dropped the lighter, which lit the fire. And that's what happened when we opened the door and the door hit the panel. Because remember, we couldn't open it and then we had to kick it. We kicked it open, right? Once we kicked it open, that's when the domino effect happened. And that's what lit the fire. And he was still in there. Oh, that's sad. The panel in the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall they were stacked. They should have been neatly put away.
Maybe we're the ones who made this mess.
Huh?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason the panels are tipped over is... Bam. It's fine, I'll open it slowly.
No, that's not the problem.
Seriously, it'll be fine.
With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warning and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Alright, that's kind of sus. She didn't listen to anybody, but she never listens though, so that's not sus. Never mind, take it back. Akane, I love you. Clatter, clatter, clatter.
It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it.
How did she know something was blocking the door? I thought it had just been locked. I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay?
Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force.
What happened to opening it slowly? Connie ignored their protest, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Bam. Yeah, that's kind of sus.
Could it be? Was that it? And there's something else I've been wondering. These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line, like a domino effect.
Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
Isn't this clearly strange?
Strange? That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Monokuma panel has been added. Is there anything else? Back of the warehouse, this. Talk to these homies and homiettes. Is there a Monokuma doll? I don't remember this place had one or not. Okay. Can I leave or?
Looks like this site is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it.
But it's better than the warehouse burned to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out that fire. Not we, the sprinklers did that.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside where they were throwing grenades.
ですよね。
I agree. If we did, we all would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy.
Miss.
Miss Sonia all wet, she's all drenched and soggy. You were thinking that, huh?
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Why are you responding, Coochie? I was asking hi to me.
You're screwing with me.
Oh my, screwing, how rude.
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Coochie, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already, dude. Why would you even say you imagined it? What a douche. Did we talk to him already? Well, even though I did say I was gonna freaking kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. I think we're done. Looks like Sony is focused on investigating the warehouse, which reminds me there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonia, you got a minute?
Yes, what is it?
I want to talk to you about when that fake thingy Nagito sent to the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right?
It's alright, it's not a thingy.
Why did you know that the things were fake?
あの、
Well...
That's not all either. When we were looking for the things, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
あ
Oh my.
らまさか。
Do you suspect me?
Well, there's not a lot of people to suspect, alright, douchebag? Of course I suspect you.
It's a misunderstanding, I'm not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch.
Sonia?
すみません。
I'm terribly sorry, I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored...
Oh, dude, she has a dark side. She got a freak in the sheets type of side to her. I like that.
When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of things there.
Huh?
あのですね。
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for a nefarious reason if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time.
Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted the things, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
And as I suspected, the things had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the things were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
お聞きください。
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The things that Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake.
How did you find out that the things at the military base were fake, though?
Because I am tempted to use one of them.
What?
I thought one of the things would be strong enough to blast open the doors to the ancient ruin.
あの、
At the time, I still believed that the things were real, and I thought I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
Oh, she actually used it.
ですが、
However,
そ
that
の作
plan...
戦は失敗に終わってしまいました。あの爆弾は本物などではなく、単なる花火に過ぎなかったからです。だってどっちくしょ
It doesn't even look like one, though. I've seen burn notice, dog, like 34 times. It doesn't look anything like it, dog.
そうか。それでお前だけが軍事施設の爆弾が偽物だって知ってたのか。
私と物見さんもですね。彼女もそれをこっそり覗き見していましたから。
Wait, what? I did, as did Monomi as well. She was also secretly peeking at the thing. Oh, I just saw her to the left.
つまり、
If those bombs were the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake.
Also, the whole thing about the horror house.
However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby.
Yeah, how do you do that then?
That thing was real and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real one to make us believe that the things he said were real as well.
If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. The problem is his reason for doing it. Sony just disappeared.
あの、
With this, I have explained everything.
よろしいでしょう
There
か。
should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
Yeah, you're right. I got it. Yeah, but why'd you curse me out like that, dog? You got that freak side in you, dog. She ain't that proper. Ain't no chick like that, dog. And any chick that acts like that, she a freak in the bed, dog. She got that dog in her. Alright, I pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean it's good to investigate their places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reasons for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others already finished investigating. Hey you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
In response to Chikaki, the others gathered around her.
I agree, I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
We don't have a choice. There aren't just enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can.
I guess you're right. Okay, say if there's a killer loose right now to kill Nagito. The max you can kill is 2 people, so could technically when everybody spreads out there could be another killing? Or there can't be any more killings until this investigation is done? I'm curious. I guess you're right.
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas. Well, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
No.
Then it's okay if we leave this place?
It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. You're not sacrificing them, you're bringing justice. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around looking pretty. Alright, let's go to the military base, right? Is this where they make plushies in the factory? Actually, let's go to the factory. This is where they make plushies, right? Yeah, plushie factory. Alright, where's that Monokuma doll? I didn't know she was gonna be here. What's she doing, baby girl?
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. That thing that went off in the lobby might have been set up here.
Huh? What do you mean?
If you hide the thing inside of a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think that the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie thing is an act of terrorism. Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it.
Hold on. If there was a thing inside of these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it? Watch them throw Rule 10 at us, where you can't destroy property.
Either way, it's all gravy.
All gravy? What is that? What the hell does that even mean?
Stop, there's no bomb. You know, if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is soft weight of cotton.
You are right. Then where did Nagito obtain the thing he used?
Ow.
Ow.
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you all the truth, the things there are all fakes.
I know that already. You should have just said so earlier.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just telling you now. I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved.
But if the thing wasn't from the factory base, or this factory, then you brought it from the Octagon?
I must say, you have a good idea, Sonia. Putting a thing inside of one of my plushies seems like a splendid ordeal. Let's try it.
Did I say something I should have not said?
It's not your fault, don't worry about it. Monokuma account has been taken into consideration. The break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtain the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue, not even trash. I think we're probably done here. Apparently the things were stuffed onto this truck. On this truck were actually fireworks, which reminds me this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Okay, let's just go somewhere else then. Yeah, it's not telling us to stop either, to investigate. Alright, let's go to the military base. Then we'll go to the castle. Then we'll go to the cottages. Or Nagito's house or whatever. What is that? 5th island to 4th island to 1st island. Alright, nothing to clean. Hopefully we get shitting me this time. Okay, we did this. We did this. Let's go outside.